Assalamu alaikum, I am Meriem Ismail, and today Islam Channel had the privilege to attend in one of the most compelling gatherings of the year, a space where creativity, leadership and purpose truly intersect. We're here at the Gateway to Sustainable Future Forum, hosted by the Creative Women Platform, a global stage where ambition meets action and women are leading the way. What made this event especially remarkable was its focus: women. Visionary and influential women from around the world came together to share ideas, ignite innovation, and champion a more sustainable future.
We had several very inspirational panels and solo presentations based on creativity and business entrepreneurship and, of course, sustainability.
I have a mentor who helped me to use better my phone, and I'm supporting others to be more efficient in their businesses. So I think there is no age to be able to support others in your quality. The point is to understand what is your quality, and your quality mixes your experience in life. Then you become a mentor, and then you train to become a professional mentor. For that, I'm so engaged being the president of the Global Mentoring Network, because we need more mentors around the world.
My name is Aswar Kadia, and I'm a FIFA license agent. I work mostly with sports and football. Later this year, we're launching a wearable tech device in Saudi Arabia. I feel like they should feel empowered. Being here is not something you should take lightly, and I think as soon as you come into this room, you can really feel very much empowered, and I would say definitely it's a good environment to be here today.
So I was inspired to start Aya because there's a lot of challenges and growth in Saudi Arabia, and there's a lot of unknowns when it comes to what it's like to really live and work there from a professional perspective, and biases. Platforms and communities are the best way to sort of connect people, and I felt like there was a huge gap between the East and the West, and even within the East. So I created Aya to bridge that gap. So we were inviting the world to pitch their talent, their company, their connections into Saudi Arabia, and from Saudi Arabia outwards to the world to really show them what is happening in a Muslim part of the world, and welcoming all types of society and nationalities and religions from around the world to come and build Vision 2030 with them.
I would definitely say that a lot of more females, whether they're playing football, whether they're agents, whether they're sporting directors, are coming into this world, and I feel like whenever they see another woman doing something, or compared to the female athletes that I represent, a lot of them, never really knew how far they can go, and they only knew of male agents. And when I come along and, trying to break that through and tell them, actually we can get you a better contract and more fairness and so on. And
I would say the beautiful thing about technology is that it really is inclusive. Women in some parts of the world may not have the resources or the freedom, right, to leave the workplace, to go and work somewhere. They may be restricted. There's other cultural things that come into play. And the thing I love about this whole kind of revolution that's going on, guess what? You can do it from home. You can come out and create your own world. You no longer have to be excluded. If you can't go into work in an office full of men, or certain locations you can't get to because of restrictions or just difficulty, you can actually start from your home.
Right, so I'm Dr. Binduni Roland. I'm a wellness consultant. I was a medical doctor years back. I moved into aesthetics. I've been in the non-surgical cosmetic industry for about 10 years. Then I moved on to wellness, and now I'm a wellness consultant providing wellness solutions, sustainable wellness solutions. And I'm an artist and a philanthropist, and I'm advocating for women's leadership and entrepreneurship. Okay, the Creative Women's Platform is a platform very wonderful, created by Olga Belikalitz, and I have met all these wonderful ladies here. It's very powerful. We've got entrepreneurs, we've got women's leaders, artists, very creative. So my part is to keep us well. The well-being of the team is what I'm focusing more than before we go out and talk about that. So my work is contributing because a lot of them are women here, and I want to talk to them about, the health issues that women go through and talk about that. And then because of I have experience in the aesthetic industry and now I'm into wellness, I want to reveal what I've found through years of research, studies, my own practice, that we do not have to be going through a path because of the commercialized world tells us. And my work is based on giving what I've learned, what I've found out to them.
I am Ilenia Lombardi. I am Italian and living in Italy, but I am working worldwide. I mean, I'm traveling a lot for my job. I am a lawyer and I advise clients on international projects, especially from different countries. I've been heavily involved in the Middle East recently. Yeah, I hope ethic is my first commandment. So I hope that people involved and professionals involved in this, in law and in this field of expertise are becoming more ethical, meaning that loyalty be guided by principle, be not just looking after how much money I can make out of it, but how I can be of help, how much I can bring to the situation to improve the situation, to facilitate. And then, okay, everyone works for, for a salary or for a compensation. It's fine. It's part of a transaction, but it's not the purpose. The real purpose is somewhere else. So this is what I wish for anyone to find and to follow.
Among those who attended the event and delivered powerful addresses were Her Royal Highness Princess Noura bin Saud bin Nayef Al Saud from Saudi Arabia, Sarah, Duchess of York, and Her Royal Highness Princess Katarina of Yugoslavia, with whom we had the honour of speaking.
I've lived all my life here in England, and I do quite a bit of humanitarian projects to try and help people. It was really very interesting, great panels, lots of interesting things which have come up, and I think the main thing is positivity and moving forward. I think it's important that people respect each other. I feel that they need to be understood, and I also feel that, for women to be empowering other women is they have to be empowered themselves. For example, we had a guest yesterday who was very positive, very happy, very cheerful, and she's gone through a lot of bad things in her life, but she still came out sounding and feeling as if she was on top of the world. I believe in teamwork, creativity, respectability, accessibility, and basically be positive and believe in what you do.
The two-day event featured a series of inspiring speeches and presentations by brilliant women from various industries around the world. Here's a glimpse of what took place.
And the fun part is when we took all the findings that we had from these creative entrepreneurs and sat down the decision makers, the policy makers that were working in the government. And we told them, listen, we're going to do the hard part for you. You don't have to sit down with these creatives. We will gather all of you together, different ministries, different government associations, and we told them, these are the challenges, these are the opportunities, how can we all work together? And again, this goes back to collaboration and finding a common ground. I mean, they were very thankful that they didn't have to do all of the groundwork and the research, and that is something that we are continuing to do with them. Quarterly in Kuwait. Now, our work in Doha was very interesting. I think we did the first version of speed networking in Doha, which was very risky. A lot of people were telling us, you might not want to do that, because a lot of people might think it was dating or speed dating. But we decided to jump the gun, and we did speed networking in Doha during Design Doha Biennale. Now, why did we want to do it? Design Doha Biennale was an amazing, amazing event focusing on design in the region, but we had no idea of how to connect these creatives with these industry leaders or producers or people that could help them excel. And we managed to create the speed networking event. And within an hour, all of these creatives could meet, 20 industry leaders and people that can help them either get clients or help them in manufacture and in production. The event ended at 9. We had to basically kick people out by 11. They were still around. They were still networking and meeting, and we had a dinner and all of that. Again, this is just one example of collaboration, and sometimes the simplest solutions are always the most impactful.
I had been in the city working at a bank for about 15 years. And 15 years into my career, very much like this, I came to a conference, and over coffee at conference, I met a visionary man. And he said to me, what do you do? And I said, well, I'm in banking. And I said, what do you do? And he said, well, I'm in renewable energy. And I thought, oh, that's niche. Because this was 2014, and at that time, renewable energy was niche. It was funded by philanthropy and funded by more smaller organizations. It wasn't mainstream. But we had a great coffee, and we shared our love of Asia, and we exchanged business cards. And the next day, he called me up and he said, would you like a job? And I thought, well, this is a bit risky. I'm leaving my sort of mainstream job to go and work for a fund that's doing renewable energy in maybe Philippines and India, and really I know nothing about renewable energy. But I think, as one person said earlier, I think it was Linda who said, actually when you spot those doors, you need to go through them. And so I decided, well, I'm going to take a leap, and I left my job and went and joined this fund, and that's where my journey on sustainable energy began.